श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयम् नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम् शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम् शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्.
Salutations to the great teacher Sri Shankaracharya. Many legendary stories are available about the life of Shankaracharya, who was the greatest teacher of Advaita Vedanta. The life history of Sri Shankaracharya are recorded in texts known as the Shankara Vijayas. The dates of Shankara as quoted by these texts vary considerably, but internal evidence from Shankara's undisputed works suggests a date earlier in the 8th century. The most popular of all Shankara Vijayas is a scholarly literature called Madhaviya Shankara Vijaya. Madhaviya Shankara Vijaya informs most accounts of Shankara's life. Madhaviya Shankara Vijaya is traditionally attributed to Vidyaranya, who lived in the 14th century. Due to some alleged reasons, all the Shankara Vijayas, including Madhaviya Shankara Vijaya, have some misrepresentations about the life of Shankaracharya. Madhaviya has two commentaries, Dindima by Dhanapati Suri and Advaita Rajya Lakshmi by Achyutaraya. Some of the other important Shankara Vijayas are Shankara Vijaya by Anantanandagiri, Chidvilasa Muni's Shankara Vijaya Vilasa, Sadananda's Shankara Vijayasara, and for this there is a commentary written by Dhanapati Suri called Dundubi. Raja Chudamani Dikshita has written a book called Shankarabhyudaya, and Govindanatha has written a book called Shankaracharya Charita. When we look deep into the living tradition of monasticism in Advaita Vedanta, known as Dashanami Sampradaya, we realize that the hagiology of Shankaracharya is an ongoing process. Dashanami monks, whose mathas, ashramas and akhadas have spread across the country and the world. They are called so because they use one of the 10 suffixes in their names. The names of the 10 monasteries are Aranya, Ashrama, Bharati, Giri, Parvata, Puri, Sagara, Saraswati, Tirtha and Vana. The authors who wrote about Shankara were either themselves a Dashanami sannyasin, or some of them were disciples of a lay householder who later became monks. The tradition of Dashanami monasteries have produced all these hagiographic texts in the past. Even now, followers of this tradition continue to produce new texts while being influenced by the older ones. The best examples are Nilakantha's Shankara Mandara Saurabha and his own Shankarabhyudaya, Vasudeva Dikshita's Shankara Vijaya Champu, and Lakshmana Suri's Bhagavat Padabhyudaya. However, studies of all these traditionally written texts have failed to critically evaluate the claims made by the authors and contemporary institutions. The written Shankara Vijaya texts, the oral traditions, the sannyasa manuals, and the sovereigns published by the mutts reveal different aspects of a larger cultural tradition, incorporating several regional and temporal variants. For example, Govindanatha says Shankara passed away near Trishur in Kerala, whereas the more widely known tradition points to a different place near Kedaranath in the Himalayas. Some texts have different names for Shankara's parents and Shankara's birthplace. On the other hand, the Himalayan oral traditions, which talks about Shankara's debates with Buddhists and Jains, are not at all found in any of the written texts. Some of the texts talk about Shankaracharya's debates with non-contemporary people. Shankara Vijayas call his disciples by different names. All the authors seem to be unaware of all such variants. We shall discuss in length these issues in the upcoming episodes. Hari Om Tat Sat.